What's up, homie? Hello. Hello, everybody. Mm. Mm. So good. How is everyone? Are we enjoying our Friday? Well, that's good. Mm. Macaroni and cheese. A great American dish. Is very good. My mom likes tuna in hers. Ow. Speak of the devil. How are you, Mom?
I'm weebly and wobbly.
She's weebly and wobbly.
Yeah, I'm trying not to fall down.
She's trying not to fall down. You remember those old toys, Weebles Wobbles, but they don't fall down? Well, my mom is a Weebles Wobble, but she can fall down. I used to be excited over that stuff. Like, I used to be excited over Candyland and Strawberry Shortcake. When you're pregnant, you get all kinds of cravings.
What?
Well, I told them that you liked tuna in your macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
She's pregnant. She gets cravings. And tuna is really healthy for you. Macaroni and cheese is just noodles and butter and so good. I see. Oh, I got a new hat. I'll go get it. Whew. All right. Ta-da! What you guys think? What you guys think? It's awesome, yeah. I just bought it today.
Oh, it's the Lugu. Oh, it's the Lugu. Oh my gosh. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, it's the Lugu.
Ew, don't lick me. Your breath reeks.
No. Oh, but I love you. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, it's the Moo.
Go away. Don't growl at your sister. That's my job.
Oh,
Hi. I cannot wait for the next Cuphead game. I mean, I probably won't be able to play it, but who cares? Ha ha! Let's see. What should I work on? I saw you. Oh man, I don't know if I told you this, but I finally designed my other Mime Lammy fan child, Breeze. I finally redesigned her. That's her right there. Thank you. She's just so cute. Hello, Teensy the Fox. And I believe I've showed you guys this one. Some of you guys at least. Look familiar to some of you? This is a new OC of mine, and she's actually related to my Happy Tree Friends alternate universe. Yeah, that's right, Toffee. That's Flickby's mom. Technical mom. Yeah, her name is Cora LeClaire. That's Korra, and then LeClaire. LeClair. She is 38. She is female. She was a soul breeder, but now she is a tech repair woman. She has a husband named Maverick LeClaire, and Flickby is her creation and technically her son. Her interests include souls, reading, science, math, music, and studying the earth. And a quote of hers is, "Ever since that day, I haven't been allowed within 2 feet of a soul." He he didn't really have a dad. Like, technically, Cora is just technically his mom, because when she was creating him, souls can be completely artificial, but she needed to stabilize the soul's condition so it could form properly. So she added a little bit of her DNA into the soul before it was complete. That's why he retained some of her traits, like the yellow eyes. So he doesn't really have a dad, but Cora is technically his mom. And he actually looked a little different. I mean, he still looked like a tree friend because he was designed to be compatible with tree friends, so he could briefly inhabit their bodies for assignments if he was ever sent to Earth. But he looked just a little bit different, and he had his test subject number branded on his hand, I guess you could say. Subject 370. Given name Flickby. Purpose research and military. Creator Cora LeClaire. She takes notes each time a new development occurs, and one of them was that he seems to want to cover up his body, and subject seems scared. I will try to establish a kind aura. Here, I'll show you. I hope it's not too hard to see. Yeah, I know Sapphire Scarletta. She's a very, or they are a very talented artist. Like, seriously, they're awesome. Isn't he cute? And you can kind of see on his hand right there, he has the 370 branded onto his hand. Hey, boy. And he was very shy and very scared of things, and she wanted to try to be friendly with him, so she tried to be as friendly as possible. And you might notice her hair looks a little bit longer. So, yeah, before all that stuff happened, she she had her hair was just a little bit longer. And this is just a random drawing I did of her taking notes. Oh, she's a female. Okay, good. Those hand poses were hard to draw. It's hard to draw a hand holding something without it looking like weird. Journal number 3. Status of soul has stabilized after DNA insertion. Signs of the soul's physical form is developing as well. Estimated time of completion 2 days. Dr. Leclerc. I also made some other ones here. They're just sketches, but it's basically Cora holding him like this. Journal number 20. Subject 370 seems to trust me. He demands physical contact and constant attention. Journal number 23. Subject 370 is learning to speak, usually small words like hello or yes. Journal number 39. And this is after she gives him his name. Today, Flickby asked to call me Mom. Because after he learned what a mom was, he put clues together in his head. He's just like, oh, does that mean Cora is my mom? So that's why he asked to call her Mom. But anyway, that's just what I wanted to show you guys. What do you guys think of Cora? Do you guys think she's cool? Oh, Lucy, don't whine. It annoys me. Don't whine. Okay, that's my strategy. Each time she tries to lick me, just hold your breath. Hold your breath. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like her. Okay, now, what should I work on? I told you guys I told you a little bit about her. Oh, you probably didn't show up. Um, well, she's human, even though they don't call themselves human in that universe, but whatever. She used to work with souls, but now she's a tech repair woman. She's married, and her husband is named Maverick. And Flickby is technically her son. You're my 7th biggest fan. That's very specific. That's cool. I would love to see your comics someday. Mm, what should I work on? Should I just draw something random or should I work on my Two Sides comic? Because I was actually working on that earlier. Oh yeah, he will. He will marry Flaky, without a doubt. I can't see. Oh yeah, I know all about not finishing comics. Of course she's floofy. You think I would settle for anything less? I am the floof birther. I'm just gonna work on Two Sides for a little bit. In the meantime, we can chill. We can have some nice conversations. So, I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed soon. Not looking forward to that. Hey, Misty, you want to do me a favor and get down? Oh, who's a good moo? You're a good moo. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, I'm bored of you. Go away. Lay down. Rhythm of the night, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw right now, actually. Okay, so I just finished up the scene where Flippy is reconciling with Flaky about what his basic plan is, and now I'm gonna work on drawing the next scenes with Splendid and Lammy, because Splendid was listening in on all of this, and now he knows he has to report back to Lammy. Well, Lumpy isn't completely stupid. He's just a bit not all there. His mind wanders and he just goes along for the ride. That's just how I see it. Yep, I make playlists too. Hmm. Okay. I'm going to draw, start with his head over here. And his head is just a big old circle, but not too big. I have wintry winds stuck in my head. So, yeah. Then I'm going to draw the window, which is a slightly smaller circle because he was listening in on the in through the window. And the window goes in like this. And there's the frame. Then we erase this part. I'm going to darken the edges a little bit. Oh yeah, the Carpal Tunnel of Love. That's an amazing song. I think it's really I think some of the lyrics actually fit the show quite well. Like stomp out this disaster town, cuz the town they live in is basically a disaster town. You'll put your eyes to the sun and say, I know you're only blinding to keep back what the clouds are hiding. To me, that just says, is you're trying to see the sun through the clouds because you're trying to see, oh, this is a kids show, and you're not trying to see it as anything else, but that's when it tricks you, or in this case, the sun blinds you. It's just a metaphor. Well, of course it did. Floof hair is best hair. And there's his arms, and they're kind of like going in like this because he's trying to do stealth mode against the clown. Diggity, how can you say that? Floof is best. I love Floof. Floof, I can't live without Floof. I can't live without Markiplier. He's a lovable pile of Floof. Speaking of which, I've been really obsessed with this Markiplier X Reader fan fiction. It's one where he's a teacher and It's very intense, and it gets pretty hot and steamy. But the savagery, like the savage lines that they deliver in that fic, are like unforgettable. Oh, can't forget his skin flaps. Sometimes when I'm drawing Splendid, I'll often forget to draw the skin flaps he has because he's a flying squirrel. Mm. Mm. Now, yep, there's another skin flap. Just erase that real quick. Whoopsies. Didn't mean to draw that letter. Where's my eraser? Oh, there it is. I found it. All right, and that's just your opinion. But I don't know. I've read some pretty good ones. Not all of them are bad. I don't really mind. Besides, if it helps, you can just imagine someone else other than those two. I better. Jeepers creepers. You guys, you guys know the Looney Tunes character Tweety Bird? Did you know that his original name was Orson and he was actually pink back when they first like created the character? That's an interesting ship. I've seen I've seen quite a bit of love going around for that ship. Not that you should stop or anything, but like seriously. I think those two have had some positive interactions. I mean, I know they interacted in the episode Mime to Five because Mime wanted to earn money for that unicycle and he wanted to work at the circus for Lumpy and Lumpy was his boss in that episode. I don't know if they've had any other interactions. I think they have, but I'm not sure. You put your hands in the air, then you jump off the ground, and then you take that funky butt and you shake it all around, and lightly jog in place, and then crank it up to a prance. This is the Cool Patrol dance. Now his buck teeth. Yeah. I actually have a lot of fun drawing Splendid because he's such an interesting character. Like, I think aside from Flippy, he's a character that actually has a lot of he actually has a lot of depths to his character. I mean, Flippy has more backstory and depth to his character than pretty much all of them. I mean, I know that the show itself is not about building backstory or developing characters. It's just about killing them off and hurting them for the fun of it. But like, I think for the sake of what little story and continuity the show has, I think Flippy and Splendid are two characters that have like the most story and development to themselves. I think Jacksepticeye's laugh is my cure for my depression because he has such a cute laugh, just like how sweet it is, like with his Irish accent. I don't know. I think it's because they're both like handicapped in a way. I mean, Russell seems more capable. I think the only trouble he's ever had is like a baseball getting stuck on his hook or putting his contact in as carefully as possible. I think it's just because they're both handicapped in a way. I think I think the whole fandom is full of gay ships because like if you think about it, there are not a whole lot of girl characters in Happy Tree Friends. Like in the main show, Flaky, Petunia, and Lammy are the only girl characters. There's only four girls, and the rest are just boys. And there's like what? Only like Candy, Mime, Chroma, Splendo. There's like only like what? 15, 20 characters, maybe 30. I don't know. There's only like a small handful of characters on that show, and only four of them are girls, and the rest of them are just boys. And hey, a lot of girls actually get shipped. So today I had a slight meltdown in school because I am a senior in high school, and I have to write my senior paper for English, right? And that's a lot of pressure. It's very stressful, and it has there's a lot of pressure. You have to go through so many steps, and you have to get so many little things right that it just stresses you out and makes you want to throw someone across a room. You'll understand when you have to write your own senior paper. But basically what happened was um, I had all of my sources cited, like the sources I used to write my paper. And yeah, I thought I had gotten it done with flying colors, even though I'm not completely done with the paper yet. But basically, when I was done, I'm just like, all right, this is cool. I'm done. Yeah, it's good. And uh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. My teacher said that I actually have to have my sources cited in alphabetical order, and that just made me shut down inside. I wanted to punch someone. I wanted to break someone's arm. I wanted to throw my chair across the room and scream a million swear words because I had worked so hard to get those sources cited exactly the way they were supposed to. And now you're just gonna out of the blue tell me that I need to have them cited in alphabetical order. I just immediately shut down. I didn't yell or anything, but it was like only a few minutes until class was over, so I just left early. Besides, it was a Friday anyway. And I was like on the verge of tears and crying, and I was just about to cry when I saw my friend. My and she wanted to hang out with me like she always does after school, and I normally don't have a problem with this. And she wanted me to come over to her house for a little bit after school, and I gave her my mom's number, and when I called my mom, she said no, and then she said she already texted my friend saying no, and I got really upset because I just came from English and I was really upset already. And then I felt like Nell was torturing me for um for not listening to my mom, and she thought that maybe I could change her mind. And I thought that she was torturing me or something, even though she wasn't. And I was just upset. So I yelled at her and I pushed her away and told her to not touch me. So yeah, that's what happened today. I was upset over a senior paper and that I had to cite the sources in alphabetical order for some damn reason. Yeah, I know, right? Like what's the big deal? Like why does it have to be in alphabetical order? Who nobody freaking cares if the sources are in alphabetical order. They just shouldn't they just want their sources not caring what order it's in? And like I wish you would have told me that beforehand, or better yet, I wish I would have listened beforehand because she might have said that and I might not have caught it. Gosh, poses are hard. Yeah, but yeah, I kind of threw a temper tantrum afterwards too. When I got back from school, I went over to my grandma's house after school and I was ranting to my cousin about it. I was just like screaming and seething and baring my teeth. And I'm just like, I don't freaking understand why it has to be in alphabetical order. You have your sources. Isn't that good enough? Besides, I don't know jack about alphabetizing. I can do basic alphabetizing, but when you have to move on to the next letter, it's the dumbest thing ever. And the fact that you have to like redo everything in alphabetical order and you gotta copy paste bullcrap, it just makes my job so much harder. Basically, I have a lot of stressors going on in my head. Not to mention, I'm not excited to get my wisdom teeth removed. I think I'm getting them removed this month. My mom even drove by the place where I was going to get them taken out, and I'm just like, I'm not on board with this. I mean, I get it. If you don't get your wisdom teeth removed, it'll generally cause problems for your other teeth. But, like, I don't do well with pain, like any kind of pain. And I know that there's going to be needles involved, and they're going to use some strange gas to make me go to sleep. And that also scares me because I don't know what exactly they're going to do. I just don't I'm just not excited for it. I don't know if it's a requirement from my teacher personally, so I don't know. I mean, I would probably think she does have OCD because a lot of teachers actually have OCD now that I think about it. I don't know if it was exactly a request from her, but either way, if it's just required to be on English papers just because, then that's dumb. Yeah, don't have to think about it right now. Not my fucking problem. It's my paper, but right now it's not my fucking problem. Perspectives. To be honest, English class confuses the heck out of me. I just like, I just don't understand it. It's just so confusing. I hate needles as well. They're like one of my number one fears. Have you guys ever seen Markiplier in a suit? He looks really, really good in a suit. I'm saying that platonically. He just like Mark looks really, really cute in a suit. Oh, irony. I love Green Eggs and Ham. You don't know what you're talking about. Green Eggs and Ham was like one of my childhood books, along with every other Dr. Seuss book. Life and death and love and birth and peace and war on the planet Earth. Is there anything that's worth more than peace and love on the planet Earth? Oh, it's okay. Sometimes I'm late to start a stream, so don't worry about being late to a stream. All right, that's one more page done. I'm almost gonna be done sketching out the rest of this chapter. I'm gonna go turn the ceiling fan off. It's really, really cold. My mommy is asleep, and I have a sweater on. It's okay. You don't have to worry about being late. And please stop spamming that you're late in the chat. Cold, 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 cold. Yawn. Yeah, I also like drawing anime. Anime was like my main thing to draw back when I was first teaching myself how to draw. You think? Flippy looks so cute when he blushes. Is so adorable. I'm just looking over. I'm just looking over the other pages, just contemplating what my next one. Hey, hey, Blue Blade, who are you calling weird? Yeah. Have I ever played any instruments? I p- I played the violin in the 4th grade. That was years ago. I'm gonna I'm gonna work on a little outlining. Or wait, actually, I'm just gonna sketch some more. I don't really feel like doing outlining right now. Okay. Okay. Running poses are really hard to draw because, like, I always end up making the legs so awkward. All right, all right. See you later. Now I'm drawing Lammy right now. I drew this guidery line facing the wrong way. Very precise lining with the ruler. Tari, huh? Goodbye, Blue Blade. Nice having you here. Okay, and then her arm would come up here. You have her sweater. I think another reason why I was feeling extremely stressed out was because I was trying to have a conversation with like normal teenagers and well, I'm not very good at having conversations with normal people. Normal people that are around my age anyway. Because like I never know what to talk about around people my age because people my age are just doing things like I don't know. I don't know what people my age do these days. And her thumb comes here. Like what would an 18-year-old like what would an 18-year-old girl be doing? Whatever, who cares? Whatever, who cares about being single? Like, you don't need some you don't need some dumb you don't need some dumb silly romance. Sorry, that was mean. I just I'm just in the mindset where I reject realistic romantic feelings because when you're in high school, you shouldn't date when you're in high school because if you date when you're in high school, you just get all these crazy urges and ideas and then you end up doing stupid shit all the time. I just don't normally hang around. I'm not part of that in crowd thing. I just usually find someone who I can sit down and talk about nerdy crap with, like someone I can ramble to about Undertale or Happy Tree Friends or something other. Earlier, I was working on my Trials comic, and the pages I was working on, Lamu was getting really stressed out, and she was practically freaking out and having a panic attack because she feels like everyone's just gonna start calling her a schizophrenic freak again because she's worried about what challenges her newfound powers will bring. And it really stressed her out and it was really freaking her out. And then her magic just started acting up and she was freaking out and waving her hands around like a spaz. And then she ended up accidentally blasting her door and her door was broken and the area where her door was slightly charred. You dreamed about yourself becoming a monster, huh? Interesting. My dreams are weird. And by weird, I mean you would never want to be inside of them. It's just that some of my nightmares can be pretty scary. Lammy isn't really like she's not too big on profanity, but once in a while when she's really frustrated, she'll say damn it or something like that. Ugh. A tail, huh? When we're first developing in our mom's stomachs, like generally around the second month, we do have like a tail. We look more like an alien or a frog rather than a human. And yeah. Hey, Inky. Welcome. Long time no see. Oopsies. Little cottontail right there. Do you think that the amino for memes, do you think it should be called a meme? Oh, boom. I'm gonna stop now. There we go. It's just mime staring at books. Sounds educational. Right there. That'll do. There we go. Oopsies. Didn't mean to put that there. Mm. I like the idea of that being Lammy's catchphrase, like something she says when she's upset, like "oh lamb chops" or "oh sweet lamb chops," one of the two. Really? Uh, getting sleepy. Those of you guys who watch Game Grumps, you guys know Aaron, the guy with the deep voice who co-hosts with Dan. He the one who makes no frickin' sense when he talks. Um, he has the funniest Crunchyroll ads, like when they do live action skits, when they advertise for something or someone or whatever. The live action skits they do are just as funny as the stuff they do when they're playing games. Like he when he's advertising Crunchyroll, he's just freaking ruthless about it. Kirby, huh? I was I was playing Kirby earlier. I was playing Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Basically, it's about like this starship thing, this ship from outer space crash lands on planet Popstar, and this little alien dude named Magalore, I think that was his name. He basically needs our help to rebuild his ship so he can go home. It's a really fun game, and something that I like about the game is that it keeps challenging you. Like you have to use your brain to think about things. Like it's very puzzle oriented in a way, and uh, sometimes it doesn't always end so simply. All right, Foxy Time 1987. Whatever you say. Oh, whoopsies. See. Cotton top head. I think. I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say. Yeah, I remember what I was going to say. I'm just going to finish up this page and then I'm going to call it a night because I'm getting sleepy. Oh, go. I remember seventh grade, my first year of middle school. Because back when I was in sixth grade was still considered an elementary school grade, but now the sixth graders have moved up to middle school. So first you go to preschool, then you go to kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. Then you move up to middle school, which is seventh grade, which is sixth grade, then seventh grade, and then eighth grade. And then you go on to high school, which is ninth grade, then 10th grade, then 11th grade, and then 12th grade. And then you decide whether or not you want to go to college or you just want to get a job immediately. Back off, take you on, headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, headstrong or headstrong. Alright, that looks good. Okay. Alright. There we go. Oh yeah. I remember 8th grade too. That was the year my cat died. I miss my cat. But I guess I've just kind of gotten used to him not being around, you know. There comes a point in your life where you get used to something or someone not being around. That's part of acceptance when you're grieving over the loss of a loved one. So, anyone want to tell me anything before I leave? Bye, Foxy time. Yeah, I think I'll chat on Amino for a little bit before I go to bed. So tired. Oh, bye, guys.